All right, so today I'm joined by Asa Stevens. He's a 5-0 pro boxer coming out of Waianae, Hawaii. He's a 2018 Youth World Champion out of Budapest and the 2019 National Golden Gloves champ. He's one of two men to bring the title back to the state of Hawaii, right? So welcome to the program,
Yeah,
Asa.
appreciate it, bro.
Of course, man. So I really want to just kind of get into your whole story. So let's start from the beginning. You're from Waianae?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, and I mean, I've been out to Waianae myself. I didn't think it's super bad, but it gets a bad rap a little bit. Could you tell me about what it's was like growing up for you out there?
For me, it wasn't too bad, but you know, growing up and going to elementary and then in the high schools, getting into fights and stuff like that, but it wasn't too crazy.
Okay, and as far as like poverty and stuff, were you affected by any of that?
Um,
Because I guess that's the biggest
I
thing
would
out
say
there.
yeah. I wasn't. I lived with my grandma. My grandma's not rich, so we wasn't. I want to say we were completely poor, but we weren't, you know,
Right,
rich or anything.
right. Not super well off, but maybe she was able to give you the things you needed growing up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so you were just raised by your grandma, basically.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
and
Basically, yeah.
um, is she still the one raising you? Still live with her and all that?
No, I don't live with her anymore.
Okay, you live on your own?
Yeah, I live with my girlfriend.
Oh, gotcha. For sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so you kind of said about the street fights growing up out there. You got in fights and stuff like that?
Um, a couple.
Couple. What
Yeah,
kind
a
of
couple.
what
Yeah.
happens out there? Like, because everyone wants to test you for some odd reason. Was it the fact that you were boxing? People wanted to test you?
I wouldn't say it was because of boxing, but it's just it's Waianae. That's how it is. If anyone has a problem with another person, then they're gonna fight.
Right.
Especially in school and stuff. People don't like each other, stuff like that.
So is that kind of what happened with you? You didn't like someone or what?
Yeah, yeah, something like that.
Okay. And so did you finish high school or was fighting? Did that kind of get in the way of things and you kind of stopped high school?
Oh no, my high school I graduated.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I was fine.
For sure, for
Yeah.
sure. So not too many fights though, only a couple.
Yeah, just a couple, not much.
Okay. And what, dude, how come everyone knows how to fucking fight out there? It seems like even if people don't train, they still know how to fight. They're throwing leg kicks and shit. I mean, what's going on? How do you guys all know how to fight?
But it's just everyone's fighting from elementary, from as kids, growing all the way up, growing up and stuff. They're just fighting. Everyone's fighting their whole life, so they all know how to fight.
Okay. And so with your family and all that, they're all still in Waianae?
Yeah, my family's in Waianae. Yeah.
Okay. And are you Max Holloway's cousin at all? Because I did read that somewhere, but I know like everyone says cousin out there. So
No, yeah, that's my cousin.
how are you related to him?
My grandpa and his grandma are siblings.
Oh, and yeah. So he was raised
Yeah,
by his grandma. He's got like a big family, right?
yeah.
Okay, for sure. Did that kind of get you into boxing at all, or did you start like on your own?
I started on my own. My brother was boxing, so that's what got me into it.
Okay, so
My older brother,
how many siblings you got?
three siblings,
One brother and what else?
two
Oh,
brothers,
two brothers.
older brothers.
And you guys all box?
Oh no, yeah, three including me, so two siblings,
Gotcha, gotcha. And you guys all
two
box
two
then?
brothers. Yeah, we all, not all of us, just the one above me.
The one above
He
you.
used to box. Yeah.
Okay. And so when you started boxing, was that at like the Boys and Girls Club or something? Because I used to see you boxing out there. How did you get your start in boxing? Through your brothers, and then like who was your trainer?
Well, I started at Waianae Boxing Club with Papa Fred Pereira.
Okay.
That's where everyone who box. That's where everyone started.
Okay. So your brother was
Yeah.
boxing there, and you kind of just followed his path. How come you're not boxing there anymore?
Well, um, I started there when I was young. As I got older, um, when I would say I stopped. Once I turned pro, like 1 year before turning pro, I moved with Nito Carlos.
Right.
Yeah, I moved with him. Me and my he had some other fighters over there and stuff. So I started going there sparring and stuff. and then we moved over there to transition
Okay.
into the pros. It is more convenient.
Okay. And how did you exactly meet Nito? How did he approach you?
Well, I knew him my whole life. You know, we're all from Waianae. We're all from the same gym, you know, so I knew him my whole life.
Okay, so then he just kind of reached out once he saw how serious you're taking it, and just kind of because he was coaching you with the Golden Gloves and at Budapest too, right?
After that, I started going over there.
Oh, so he wasn't coaching you at that point.
No,
Okay,
no, not in 2018. So it was like 2019.
gotcha. So
Probably
2019.
the ending of 20. Yeah, once I came back from the Worlds, I started working over there.
Okay, and we'll get into
Yeah,
Nito a little bit more.
yeah. Started with the van. Sorry, one second, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hello. Sorry, bro.
Nah, you good?
What is that?
Oh, I was gonna say we'll go back to Nito in a second, but I wanted to touch back. Like you had started boxing, but Max was achieving a lot of success. That's during his come up, right? And he used to co-sign you a
Yeah.
lot when you were younger. Did that give you motivation to really put this, like, go for the dream of becoming a pro boxer and a world champion one day?
Yeah, yeah. It gave me a lot of motivation because that's my older cousin, and knowing that we come from the same place, and he was able to make it and become a champion, just motivates me, knowing that I can become one too. You know.
Right. And has he had like a what kind of influence has he had on your life? Does he check up on you, make sure you're doing the right things and stuff, or I guess just talk about the influence he's had on you, if anything.
We talk once in a while. Yeah, we see each other post on the Instagram. You know, we we texting each other, like before fights and after fights, stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha. So, as far as when you won the Golden Gloves, did you get a lot of recognition in the state at all, or at least in your city?
Yeah, I did because from Hawaii I was one of the youngest first, and then second I was the when I won it I was the only other fighter to win it since like 1960, 1970.
Okay, right.
So
So,
there was only two Golden Gloves champions.
so you're the second one.
Yeah. Well, now there's a couple more. There's like four now
Oh, really?
total.
Do
Yeah.
you know those guys? Did you like box with them too growing up?
No.
Oh, you don't even know them.
No, I don't know.
Okay. So when you won the Golden Gloves, how come you didn't go for the Olympics, or did you? Because usually when you win that, right, you could that's like a ticket into
Yeah.
the Olympics and shit.
Yeah, so I tried I had to get into the trials, right? So I tried to I fought in the qualifier to get into the trials. And I fought I fought at a low weight, like 114, which I shouldn't have. I should have fought at a heavier weight. And I had a problem making a weight during the tournament. I fought the first day, I won, but I felt super drained. So we felt like it was the best decision was to pull out of the tournament.
Oh, okay. And then what happened after that? You didn't get another chance to go back?
That was the last chance. So yeah, I didn't get another chance.
Okay, how did you feel when that
So that,
happened?
I was kind of disappointed, but at the end of the day, it there's nothing much I could do. I didn't feel good. That was too much of a weight cut for me. I should have fought heavier, or you know. But yeah, that's what happened. And then we decided to turn professional after that because that'd be the next thing.
Okay. And how did you guys get in touch with Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya?
They've been in contact with me since the Golden Gloves. We've been in contact with them
Okay, so they reached out,
after the
right? That
Golden
usually
Gloves.
happens too.
Yeah, yeah,
So they were probably trying to sign you. You were trying to go to the Olympics first, and then you just reached back out to
yeah.
them once it all
So,
kind of.
yeah, yeah, correct.
Okay.
They reached out to my management.
Okay, gotcha. So
Yeah,
as far as boxing and all that goes, right now you're 5-0. You're coming off probably like what your hardest fight so far. The guy was like 2-0, I think, and then you won by split decision. But talk about that fight a little bit. How'd you feel in there?
well, that fight, I didn't feel too good in that fight. I felt kind of drained. I had a bad night, so that's what affected my performance a lot. It made it harder than it should have been because that realistically is an easy fight for me. Um, but because I had a bad night and it happens sometimes. So that's yeah, that's what happened basically.
Was it just mentally a bad night, or part of the weight cut or something, or the travel?
Mentally, I was fine, but I feel like it was the weight cut. It was a weight cut. That's
Okay.
what it was
And so mentally
for
and shit
sure.
like that, how do you approach fighting mentally? Is it pretty easy for you, or is that something you ever struggled with?
Mentally, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm always locked in. I believe in myself a lot. So and I like to think about it as I like to manifest everything that I have to go through. Like believe it and then achieve it. So that's how I go about it.
Okay. So you do that on a daily basis. You constantly trying to like think about what you can achieve in the sport and all that. Can you talk about that a little bit more?
Yeah. So like if I have a so say I'm fighting, say I fight next month. I have my mind locked in on it. I have my opponent locked in, and whatever I believe I want to do, of course, win, right? Or how am I gonna win? I don't have no doubts about it, and I'm 100% confident.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's the right mindset to have, right? You can't have any doubts. Does it also have to do with your training though? Because dude, Nito's an animal. He's got you guys fucking in a small ass ring. I hear you guys only get 30-second rest, not a minute, and all that shit.
Yeah.
So talk about all that. Does that also help you?
Well, the small ring, it does help because we're closer to each other. We have to throw more rather than being in a big ring where you're able to run. And then the 30-second break, if we're doing that the whole camp, when it's time to break for a minute, it's going to be easier to recover, like in a fight. So that little stuff like that, all helps.
Right, right. And what do you think separates you as a fighter from everyone else? Like, is it all the work you put in, your mindset? What do you think separates you? Your self belief?
Yeah, I think it's my mindset. I got a very strong mindset, and like I said, like if I believe in my mind that I can get it done or make it happen, then that's what's gonna happen.
Okay,
Like
gotcha.
I have no doubt, and then it carries on into my training because obviously I have to work hard in order to get what I want. So yeah,
Just stay locked in all the time. And just
yeah,
going back a little bit, because this is important. How does the Golden Gloves work all the way? Because I believe it starts at your state level, right? You got to win, and it goes all the way up to a countrywide level, right? So like the
yeah.
process of Golden Gloves, can you lay it out for everyone how you won that?
So we had the state Golden Gloves over here, and there was only one guy in my weight here, so I fought him, I beat him. Um, then we traveled up to shoot, I forget where did we go. I think it was Tennessee. I think we traveled to Tennessee, and so all the other fighters they had to fight in their states. Obviously, they had to win. But for the mainland, for up there in the mainland, they have states and regionals. So they have to win the states, and then they have to win regionals. So that's all the best fighters going to the final event, which is the national Golden Gloves, and that's where I met. That's where I met. That's where I won it, and I met all the top fighters in my weight division.
Mm. And then that's where you won it, right? So you won it over out
Yeah,
there. How many fights did you have to win?
I fought 5 days, so I had to fight 5 times.
Five times. And
Yeah,
do you make weight every
yeah,
single day?
yeah. You gotta make weight every single day.
What
That's the hard part.
what weight was it for you?
What 123?
Oh, 123. And then you try to go down to
Yeah,
114 for the Olympics?
yeah. That's the issue.
Damn.
That was the problem.
So going back, would you have maybe gone up one extra weight class trying to go
Yeah,
back to the
yeah.
Olympics?
That's what I should have done. I should have went up to 123.
So it's 114, then 123 is the next one?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was the next one. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So as far as like one thing I also want to talk about, you guys got those crazy fucking smokers out there. I mean, fuck, maybe we can't talk about it because then you get in trouble, huh?
Um, the sparring events.
Yeah, the sparring events, those are dope. Yeah, wrong
Yeah,
wording, wrong wording.
yeah. We can talk about it.
Okay. So what's up with
Yeah.
those? How does
I
that work? Are those all your guys, or do people come in and like how do you guys set that up? Because it's crowded in there.
so there's yeah there's two gyms that Nito has. He has the gym where we train at, the personal gym, and then there's there's a Kahala gym where all people that surf and stuff like that just want to try and learn boxing. So we set up the smoker, and there's some guys that want to learn. They come to our gym too, right? So here's how we set up the smoker. Whoever's training, whoever wants to join the sparring event, which is the smoker, we just set it up. Close weights from both gyms, and we set it up and we put it back at we make it back at our gym that we train at. So there's probably like we can make like 8 fights, and then so it's like that gym versus our gym basically,
Okay,
the
so
Kahala gym and then where we train.
the Kahala gym, does Nito run that too, or is there another boxing coach out there?
There's another boxing coach out there.
Okay, and you said those
Yeah,
are like surfer guys and shit.
yeah.
So not
There's
really
all types
boxers.
of people. Um, no, not like taking it like not like on like on a fighting level, like take like not literally fighting amateur fights or pro fights. They're just learning.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's some good guys that out there that could fight.
So if I wanted to, I'd have to go over there. I couldn't be a part of your guys' team.
Well, you could because there's some guys at our gym that's learning too.
Okay.
You know.
All right, that'd
Yeah.
be dope.
So
Cause I'm a
yeah,
southpaw, so you're a southpaw, so maybe you
that's
could
who
help
we
me
match
out.
up. Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
All right, man. What as far as those fights and shit? How do you guys get everyone in there? You guys sell tickets and shit?
No, we don't.
Uh,
Yeah, it's a free event. Anyone's able to join.
okay.
Come check it out.
All right. My mom lives in Eva Beach, so next time I come down there, maybe I could hit you up and see if you got one that's gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
I could at least come and watch or something. If I spend more time, maybe I
Yeah,
could train with you a little bit.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. With being a southpaw and shit, did you always have a good coach who was able to teach you southpaw? Because that's something that people don't really talk about. A lot of people are orthodox, right? And how do you get good
Yeah.
coaching being a southpaw?
Well, it's not too complex. Like so, I'm naturally southpaw, so it's the same thing. Whatever the standard stance is doing, the orthodox. Well, I'd be doing the same thing, really, really. And we work on. We're all our boxing gym was based off the same thing, like turning your punches over, um, being light on your feet. Being a boxer. So I wouldn't say there's anything specific that I would do differently. It's just we all have the same style in that gym, and that's what it is.
Okay. Well, I guess what I was
We're all
asking,
counter fighters.
yeah, was it hard for you to learn at first being a southpaw, or it didn't have any issue even in the very beginning?
Yeah, I don't think I had no issue.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just a natural thing.
Okay. Gotcha. Uh,
Maybe just learning how to fight in general. Like it took a couple years learning how to be a good boxer, but I wouldn't say the southpaw would have any difference.
yeah. Speaking of that
Yeah.
though, when you got in your fights in like high school and shit, were you already boxing then?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I was already boxing since I was in was it 6th grade?
Sixth grade.
So yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And did you win those? I didn't ask that either. You won those or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you won them.
Yeah.
How'd you win it?
They quit.
They quit. Okay. Is that how you guys do the fucking the smokers? Is it doghouse rules or what? Or you ever do that when you're in training camp, like Floyd?
No, no,
No
we don't do that.
doghouse.
No.
Okay, for sure, for sure. So what's next for you, bro? I know you just had a baby. Is that a boy or a girl?
A boy.
Okay, you're 22.
22. Yeah.
22. But in Hawaii, I mean, a lot of people have kids young. Fighters have kids young too. So
Yeah.
did you want to have a baby right now?
Well, it wasn't planned.
Ah,
It wasn't planned for sure. It wasn't planned.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And then you moved in with your girl after she got pregnant.
No, we've been I've been with her for a couple years.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, like what's next for you, bro? I know that you come down to Cali every once in a while and train. And actually, dude, I owe you an apology because one time when you came down here, um, I was supposed to come interview you at the Vruka gym.
Oh
Yeah, you
yeah,
remember that?
okay, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah. I remember that. I
Yeah, but
remember
then
that.
the guy also pulled out. But bro, I'll be honest, when I showed up there, the fucking schmo was there and shit. I was like, oh man, I'm out of place here.
The what?
The schmo,
Oh
you know the schmo?
no, what's that?
He's like that one journalist for MMA, but he's like the famous guy. So when I showed up there, I was like,
Oh
oh
yeah, yeah, yeah,
man,
yeah, 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 yeah.
this shit's
I
too
know
big
now.
time for me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just being
yeah, I know who you're
honest.
talking about.
Yeah. But so what's next for you? You gonna come back out here and train? You gonna fight soon? What's next?
I have I'm aiming to fight on October 21st.
October 21st?
So yeah, that's the next fight day. I'm trying to get it locked in.
Okay. And what, Nito does
Yeah,
all that? He handles all that for you?
yeah, and my management handles it.
Okay, for sure. So
Yeah,
October 21st, right?
yeah,
That's about like what, a month away or something.
yeah. It's about 6 weeks.
Okay. You know who you're gonna be fighting?
Yeah.
Anything about your opponent, and that's what you're looking for. You
No.
got the date, but no
Yeah,
opponent yet?
yeah. We're just waiting for all that details to come in.
Okay. And are you centering your training camps in Waianae now, or are you still coming out to Cali every once in a while? Or does that just have to do with where
We,
you're fighting at?
um, it just depends on us and the camp and how we feel about it. If we feel like we need to go to Cali, get extra work, or if we feel like we're doing good down here, it all depends on how the camp is going.
Okay. And ideally, like over like I guess we're close to the end of this year, but between this year and the end of next year, how many fights you want? Because early in your career, you guys can fight a lot, right? So I guess even how come
Yeah,
you haven't been fighting as much? Is it just because you're having a hard time finding opponents and like that one guy pulled out on you?
yeah. There was a couple situations where opponent pulled out and there was nothing we could do about it. We tried to find new opponent, but it was too late already. So yeah, there was like two of those, and I was getting injured. Injured like what was it last year? I hurt my ankle before a fight. Little stuff like that. It all
Hmm.
added up. So, but now we're on track. No, though, this year was a good year.
Right. So now that you're kind of on track, you how many fights you hoping to get in between the end of this year and then next year?
At least like four.
At least
At least
four.
four. Yeah.
So be like around what 9-0 by the end of 2024 or something.
Yeah. For
Okay,
sure.
for sure. Few things just about boxing related. You're in Tyson or not Tyson. Nagoya. How you even say his fucking name? Naoya Inoue. You're in his
Yeah, I
division,
know. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. And bro, aside from Inoue, I mean, there's not too many big names out there. So you feeling like you can kind of break through within the next couple years?
For sure.
You're still young though,
Yeah.
so you
For
got
sure.
time.
Yeah, I'm still young. We just gotta move at the right pace
Right.
and then keep building.
You ever look at the division at all and kind of see like what guys are up there, the top guys and all that? You ever look at that, or you don't worry about
I
that?
do. Yeah, I do.
Right. And there's not too many big names, right?
Um, I wouldn't say like they're not like superstar names,
Right.
but there's some good there's some names that like on a boxing level like super good at boxing. You know,
Right.
there's a couple of people,
Some good boxers,
but
but
not
there's no
on a star
stars up
level.
there yet, other than anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, really not on a star level. But if you know boxing, then you know who they are.
Right. So as far as Inoue goes, what do you think about his style? That guy's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, he has a exciting style, explosive. He boxes. He's technical, and he can hit.
He could hit.
So
You know how
yeah,
old he is?
can hit. Shoots. Mid 20s, maybe late 20s.
Late 20s, mid 20s. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're
Is
so
it?
young, bro. You got time to build up, and then you'll be the new Tide by the time you end up fighting those guys.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's a
Um,
plan.
that's the plan. What are you trying to get to?
Yeah.
Like 20? You have any idea of like getting to 20-0 or something like that before you start fighting for titles and stuff? Or because Gervonta started when like with a not that much. He only had like what 15 fights or something like that when he started fighting big names.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it just all depends on how you're moving, on if on how fast you're gonna fight the top guys. So say even if if I get to 10-0 and I start fighting contenders and stuff, it all depends
right.
on how I move. So it could be at 15 fights, could be at 20,
We just gotta
but
see
it'll be around there. It'll be around there, 15 to 20.
around 15 or 20.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much work are you putting in to achieve this dream of yours? I saw you're helping out one of your homies last night, sparring and shit. It looks like this is your life, but how much work you putting in on a daily basis?
Well, I train twice a day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday, Thursdays I train 3 times a day. I go to strength. I have boxing in the morning, and then I do boxing again in the evening. And that's Tuesday, Thursdays. Monday, Wednesday, Friday I have boxing. Then I do a run at night, and Saturdays I do a run.
Okay. How far you
Yeah,
usually run? Like 5 miles or something?
like 3 to 4 miles.
3 to 4 miles?
I average 3 miles.
Okay. In that heat too.
Yeah, or I like jogging on the treadmill too.
Oh, jogging on the treadmill, yeah. A little bit
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
You go to tactical strength like with all those other guys?
No,
Where you go for your strength and conditioning?
I go to I go to Titan 808.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Hodge. Yeah,
Titan 808. Shout out to
that's my
them there.
coach. Yeah,
They in Waianae too?
yeah. Milani.
Milani. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, shit, I was gonna ask you something about like your training schedule. So you're training twice a day, right? Uh, boxing twice, and then you do your strength and conditioning Tuesdays and
yeah,
Thursdays with the two boxing sessions.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, you still living out in Waianae?
Wait 1 second, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm living in Waianae.
Okay, for sure. You live close to the gym, so you like just go there all the time, or what?
My the gym is that I train at is in Waipahu. It's not too far though, but yeah, I'm always at the gym.
Okay, for sure. All right, bro. Well, I appreciate the time, man. I'll be looking out for your next fight and all that shit. And I mean, last thing I have for you, what's it like having being a father, bro? I didn't ask you that. You enjoying that life and all that?
Oh yeah, big time. You
Yeah,
know, it's different. It's different. It's in a good way.
yeah.
It's
What's it like
awesome.
for you? You feel like you're growing up even more now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like my whole life it needs to be prioritized around him now, so that's good.
yeah.
You know,
What's his
keep
name?
me straight and stuff. His name is Mace.
Mace. Okay,
Yeah,
for sure, for sure. By the way, congrats on getting the braces off. I just noticed that.
yeah. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, bro. All right,
Yeah,
man.
thank you.
Well, when I'm in Eva Beach, I'll hit you up, bro. Maybe we can connect and I can come to one of those smokers or some shit.